So, roots are zeros, they are solutions. So let's take this, for example. If 1 plus the square root of 11 is a solution, what's another solution? So 1 plus the square root of 11, 1 minus the square root of 11 is a solution. Negative 3 plus the square root of 17 is a solution. What's the other solution? Negative 3 minus the square root of 17. What is the power of the polynomial going to be created by these? Since we have 4 solutions, it'll be 4. It'll be 4. All right. So if 12 plus 5i is a solution, what's another solution? 12 minus 5i. If 6 minus the square root of 13 is a solution, what's another solution? 6 plus the square root of 13. All right. So write the equation that has the roots listed. It's going to be a third degree equation because there's 3 roots listed. And the zeros are 4, 1, and negative 3. So x minus 4 times x minus 1 times x plus 3. So what we do is we FOIL these two to be x squared. Outers is minus 3x, inners is minus 1x. What's plus 3x minus 1x? Plus 2x minus 3. That's what those two multiply to be. And then you take the x minus 4 and distribute that through. So you get x times each of them, which is x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3x. And then I get a 4 times all of them, which is negative 4x squared minus 8x plus 12. And it's going to be x cubed minus 2x squared minus 11x plus 12. Boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? It is when you have nice numbers. But evil Algebra 2 teachers never just give you nice numbers all the time. Evil Algebra 2 teachers give you problems like this. Okay, I will. I went too fast. But I wanted to get to being evil. Maybe I can be evil like Vector and commit crimes with both direction and magnitude. I bet you guys watched that a few times when you were kids, right? And Gilliam going, what he's talking about. Despicable Me, my kids' favorite movie, or my daughter's favorite movie for years and years and years. All right. So evil Mr. Beersbach has 3 roots here, but I only see 2. What is the third one? 3 plus the square root of 11. 3 minus the square root of 11. And 5. Those are the 3 roots. Now, Miss Wheeldryer, I think, teaches her kids like this. X minus this you don't have to write this down because I'm going to teach you a different way. And then she'll distribute here. And then triple distribute that. Whatever that answer is, multiply to be that. Multiply with that one. And I say, too many people make sign errors when they try to do this. I don't like to do it that way. So my way of doing it is different. My way is this way. X squared minus the sum of the roots times x plus the product of the roots I do it this way. It causes for much less sign errors, much less mistakes. X squared minus the sum of the roots plus the product of the roots. So this is what you use when you're doing the part with any i's or any square roots for this one right here. Okay? So you take those two and you find their sum. What's the sum of 3 plus the square root of 11 plus 3 minus the square root of 11? Just plain and simple 6. The square root of 11 has disappeared. Okay, because we're adding them. Okay, so it's just 6. What's their product? Well, what's 3 times 3? 9. Outers is negative 3 square root of 11. Inners is 3 square root of 11, so they cancel. What's square root of 11 times negative square root of 11? Negative 11. Okay? So it's 9 minus 11, or negative 2. So this works out to be, with the sum of the roots, x squared minus 6x plus a negative 2, or minus 2. So multiplying all these out, you would get this. Very simple form. See why I do the sum and product of the roots instead of trying to multiply all that out? Because too many people on the process of getting there make a mistake. And I just say, no, let's just do it this way. Okay? But we're not done. We have 5 as a root, so I have to multiply x minus 5 times this. And this, you can't do sum and product of the roots once we're this far in. Then you just double distribute. Take x times all of them to be x cubed minus 6x squared minus 2x, and negative 5 times all of them, which is negative 5x squared plus 30x plus 10. And you get x cubed minus 11x squared plus 28x plus 10 equals 0. Sum and product of the roots. It's the way to go for these. So we'll do the next one like that. Because like I say, trying to write all this out and get the signs right in the first place is really difficult. It'll work. If you're careful, it'll work, and it'll work every time. But some of the products of the roots, I think, is faster. All right. This one. What are our roots? Well, they're negative 5, 4 minus 8i, and what's our last root? 4 plus 8i. So we look at these two. What are their sums? 4 plus 8i minus, or plus 4 minus 8i. Just plain and simple 8. What's their product? And now this is where you have to be careful. 4 times 4 is 16. Outers is 32i. Inners is negative 32i. It cancels. And it's going to be minus 64i squared. Well, what's I squared? Negative 1. So it's really 16 plus 64, which is 80. So it's going to be x squared minus 8x, x squared minus the sum of the roots times x, plus the product of the roots equals 0. What are we going to multiply this by? X plus 5. Not x minus 5. If it's a negative 5, then it's x plus 5. Then we double distribute. X cubed minus 8x squared plus 80x. And then negative or positive 5x squared minus 40x plus 400 equals 0. to make x cubed minus 3x squared plus 40x plus 400 equals 0. Okay, one last one. 4 is a root. 3 minus 4 square root of 3 is a root. And then 3 plus 4 square root of 3. So you take these two. Those are the two odd ducks. Take the sum. What's the sum of those two? 6. So plain simple 6 because the other twos cancel. What's their product? 3 times 3 is 9. Outers and inners are going to cancel because they're conjugates. What's 4 times 4? 16 times 3. Well, what's 16 times 3? 48. 9 minus 48 is negative 39. So it's going to be x squared minus 6x minus 39. X squared minus the sum of the roots times x plus the product of the roots, which is plus a negative 39, which is minus 39. Take that times x minus 4, and we get x cubed minus 6x squared minus 39x minus 4x squared plus 24x plus, 156? Yeah, 156. So it's x cubed minus 10x squared minus 15x plus 156 equals 0. Okay, what did I do each time? I always put a equals 0 on it. Okay, make sure you put an equals 0. Forgot my equals 0 here. There's an equals 0. Okay, that's what we're doing today. One worksheet. Okay, so you have time to work on your other worksheets you haven't handed in yet and work on this worksheet. All right.